Global happenings today. We communicate. We analyze global news. Stay tuned.
Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to Global Happenings Today YouTube channel. Right now, PDP is going through a lot because of a lot of internal issues caused by the likes of Wike, the Damagum group, the likes of Atiku Abubakar, and definitely it's centering around Fubara as well. Let's dive into the news to find exactly the next line of action as the internal crisis is really getting to a head. Before we do that, kindly subscribe to our channel. Now, according to the news, the internal struggle for dominance within the opposition party, that's People's Democratic Party, PDP, has escalated as the National Working Committee, NWC, led by Damagum, faces mounting pressure to sanction certain members who are perceived to be opposing former Rivers State Governor and the current Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, FCT, Wike. Now, report has it that the NWC, that's National Working Committee, has become deeply divided, with factions aligning either in support of Wiki or advocating for the supremacy of the party's constitution. The rift within the leadership threatens to destabilize the PDP further as tensions rise between those loyal to Wiki and those pushing for adherence to party rules, particularly concerning the Rivers State PDP congresses. Sources close to the NWC reveal that an emergency meeting has been convened to discuss suspending the so-called anti-Wike members. The members, according to insiders, have been very vocal about the need to follow party regulations, which has put them at odds with Wike's camp. The perceived resistance from the faction has reportedly frustrated attempts to consolidate control of the PDP structure, especially in Rivers State, ahead of the 2027 general elections. A party source hinted that a powerful political figure is allegedly behind the effort to induce certain National Working Committee members into pushing for the suspension of those critical of Wiki. The exact names of those targeted for suspension remain undisclosed, but the source expressed concern that no legitimate offense has been identified against these members other than their divergence in opinion from Wiki's faction. This move to suspend members who simply disagree with Wike's camp could trigger a serious crisis within the party, the source said. The battle for the control of PDP's Rivers State structure has been at the center of the conflict. The dispute intensified earlier this year when Damagum and the party's national secretary, Senator Samuel Anyanwu, wrote to the Court of Appeal opposing the legal position of the party on the embattled 27 members of the Rivers State House of Assembly. Meanwhile, observers within the party are concerned that the current tension could severely impact the PDP's ability to present a united front ahead of future elections. These are quite strong, really. All of a sudden, it's really amazing how powerful really is Wiki, to the point that they are willing or they are angling at suspending members who have done no harm, done no wrong, committed no crime, have not even offended or gone against the Constitution. All their crime is the fact that they are asking every party member, every card-carrying member to follow the Constitution of the party. Is that strong enough, or is that big enough to warrant a suspension? My colleague is in the house. I'm bothered, really. What's this latest move? And all of that is actually sanctioning on the fact that they want the legitimacy of that Congress that held in Rivers State, so that Wike can have powerful or have a strong hold of the structure in Rivers State. Please, what's your take?
Well, unfortunately, Nigeria is being run by greed. Everybody, just like what this guy said some few days ago, or let me not say some few hours ago, Rotimi Amechi talked about the issue of hunger driving people. They can't hold back themselves for any reason. They want to get it down. So We see that they don't mind trading their morality, trading their integrity, trading their reputation just because they just want to get something. So whoever that is willing to pay, we are ready to bend the rules. We are ready to trample on the Constitution, on the rules as much as we can just to satisfy you. So if you want to control us, you've got to pay. And anyone who pays higher is going to rule over us. That's what we are seeing right now in Nigeria. And that's going to make people's opinion to be placed on national board. People way of life, people intentions would turn out to be something that is nationally accepted. For example, what we are seeing in the case of Rivers State, we are seeing in the case of PDP. It's a case of he is the only one that can pay us so well. So we are going to make sure that what is his emotion is being prioritized and being highly esteemed to a point that even the spirit of their constitution seems not to hold water again. And it's going to get bad day after day because based on what is happening, they are continuously strengthening that weapon of poverty. They are weaponizing poverty in Nigeria in such a way that you just can't do without accepting our corrupt money. You can't just do without accepting our money and doing our bidding because things are so costly. You can't buy fuel again. You can't drive your best car again. If you want to drive it, you'll need to collect money from us so that you can live the best life that you want to live. That is where Nigeria is right now. And if we keep on keeping our mouth shut, it's going to get worse because these same people gradually, they are trying to spiral their way into the throne. I can assure you that some of these guys, if they have an opportunity to go again for opportunity, have an opportunity to go for presidency, go for some, if they throw their money around, you'll be so shocked that Nigerians will close their eyes and bring them into power so that they continue to impoverish them and cause them to remember that they are in their destiny, they are meant to be poor. That's what is going on. Unfortunately, nobody's helping out. Nobody's standing his ground. Nobody's saying, no, I'll bear the pains for a better tomorrow, because unfortunately, what you are teaching the current generation or the generation coming after us now is that wealth, no matter how you get it, is the order of the day. Forget about integrity, forget about reputation, all those things. You can even buy it. You see people that have been impoverished singing that without this person we cannot exist, without this person. And you ask them a simple question, okay, without this person you cannot exist, and you are still a talk. Without this person, this state cannot exist, and you are still on the street. If he loved you so much, he would have placed you at the level of his children. Ask yourself a question. Amidst all of these things that we are screaming, shouting, and all of that, can you pinpoint one of his child who one of these days is going to enthrone to lead you again? Can you pinpoint one of his child that is part of this making noise around? His child is busy studying in UK, studying in the United States of America, studying in all the best universities in the world, and you are collecting crumbs just to enthrone them. How long would we continue like this? It has entered into PDP, and I can assure PDP, if nothing is done about this whole thing, the way it's going, that party will not even be remembered again. It will be like ANPP. Very soon, we won't even remember PDP again, because that's just what. Now, apart from anything, they are seeing with their eyes that with the Wahala going on, with the Wahala, which is already pointing to the future, Wahala going on right now, that there's no future for PDP come 2027. It's not something, it's not prophecy. It's not something somebody needs to pray about. Just look at the finger. Except you're going to attract the hand of God to come and do anything. But guess what? God have a lot of things to do. Anything that he has put in your case to do, which he knows that you have the power to do it and you're calling him to do, he will not do it. That's the truth. So unfortunately, APC, people have started talking, even chieftains in PDP have started talking, that APC will go unopposed come 2027. And I know the guy who is on board. The president will make sure that every state in Nigeria will be APC. Unfortunately, that is where we are. Why? He's not trying to do it using force. Unfortunately, there are some people inside the same PDP that PDP themselves cannot even suspend. Despite the fact that they are working aggressively against the party, they can't even suspend it. They are busy looking for Dino Malayi. He's saying this, he's saying that. But the main person causing the issue, nobody is after the person. I mean, it's disheartening, I must say.
All right, you've spoken well. We're going to wrap it up. Let's meet in our conversation.